Ask anyone who's driven a Ford lately. They'll tell you that we're building better cars and creating better ways to buy cars. Like our 4 new Escort LX models. All are equipped with air conditioning, AM/FM stereo, and other great standard features for one low price. Just $10,499. It's an easier, better way to buy. Have you driven a Ford lately? It's more than just a question. It's an answer.
There is a place in downtown Manhattan where paintings that hang on uptown gallery walls get their start in imagination. There is a sound that you can expect to hear in the triangle below Canal Street. It's the sound of German being spoken by those who make the art and those who are awed by it. Beck, the #1 imported German beer in Tribeca, America, and the world.
Once, my mother and I went to lunch. When I opened my purse to pretend like I might pay the check, a roll of certs tumbled out. "Who is he?" she asked. I said, "Mother, I don't have to be romantically involved with a man to use certs. I just want fresh, clean breath." "Good," she said. "He didn't look right for you anyway."
Get Certs with Retsin to clean your breath, not just cover it up.
Certs is proud to be a presenter of Comic Relief 5. Watch for it soon on HBO.
New Rainier Ice Lagered Cold Filtered Draft Light.
Rainier.
Draft.
Lager.
Draft Light. Ice Lagered Draft. Rainier Ice Lagered Draft Light. Always brings you back to that mountain fresh taste.
My next guest is an old buddy of mine and a very funny and popular comedian. She'll be performing in Milwaukee this Friday night and at Wolf Trap and Cohasset in July. Please welcome Paula Poundstone. Okay, now this is big-time stuff. You're in Washington. I see you in the paper. I was President of the United States.
Well, I mean, I just worked the White House Correspondents' Press dinner. Had it been just the White House dinner, I wouldn't have done it because I don't like Bush, actually.
Oh, that's good.
I mean, it would
Well,
be...
don't hide your feelings,
Well,
certainly.
one time I was invited to the White House for something, and I thought, well, it would be silly to go. I was excited for a minute because it was the White House, and for a minute I was excited, and then I realized, oh, but I hate him. And then I thought, that would be like going to your neighbor's house because you like the people who used to live there. Seems wrong somehow to me.
Oh. All right, so now that
So it was the White House Correspondents' Press, and it was very awkward because he sat, I spoke at a little podium, and he sat 2 chairs away from me, and I didn't want to be untrue to my feelings, and at the same time, I didn't want to be rude. And when I met him, I had no idea what to say. I said, good luck in the private sector. I don't want to be rude on one level. Yeah, it was very uncomfortable. He, actually, and then I did.
you had a clip or
we were
something.
gonna, yeah. I tried to get a clip, but there's some rule about how if it hasn't been shown on the news, even though they taped it, you can't. I don't know. So I actually did get.
Well, this is better than a clip.
Well, let me just show
reenactment.
you a little bit of how it went. Okay, all right. So the prez, we'll call him, will say here, and then I was here, like, telling my little jokes, and. Let me think. At one point, because, I didn't want to be rude, but at one point I really did. I said, let me think. I said I thought it was unfair when remember the picture in the New York Times when they had the photograph of him at the Orlando grocery store convention thing?
Oh, with the scanner.
Yes, and he was running the milk carton over the scanner, and he was amazed by the scanner. And I said to him, I thought it was unfair for them to say that. That meant he was out of touch because, I said it did look like he looked a little bit like an ape who had just discovered fire, but still. You guys, don't we feel that we don't want the president to be in mini markets anyways? We don't really want him to know about
Good point.
scanners. I want him to do presidential things. So I said, this is what I did. Okay, so I told him that. I said, oh, I thought they were really unfair to you that time. And he was all happy. He was like, yeah. He's like laughing and stuff. And then I went, you know when I thought you were out of touch? And then he kind of turned a little bit sad. I said, I thought you were out of touch when, after the Thomas hearings, he said he was so sorry the American people had to be exposed to that kind of language. I said, I don't want to bum you out, Mr. President, but that's why the American people watch the Thomas hearings. More people watch the Thomas hearings than have ever watched one of his addresses, for heaven's sake. I believe they're putting the Thomas hearings out on tape, aren't they? I believe so. So anyway, and you know, I'm pretty sure these, by the way, are going to go like hotcakes.
Oh, yeah, those will be big sellers.
They're Paul Poundstone table puppets. Very, very popular.
Or you can turn it this way when you become part of the government witness protection program. When you get that... By the time old George and the CIA, the friends get through with you, this will be you there behind the thing.
They may not protect me. You know what I thought was really strange? When you were telling the Robert De Niro story about with the phone and him calling you up and saying, because that was me, and if I had ever known you were going to get a job out of that, when I called you and said that, I couldn't believe when I heard it now. I remember hanging up the phone saying to my friends, I just fooled Joe Pesci. He thought for sure I was De Niro. It was so weird.
Well, how about some of the other candidates now? About Clinton, or Perot?
The Perot movement, I feel, is a humiliating thing for an American. He's a man who's come forward and said, you know, I'm a rich guy and I would like to have this. And no one has asked him to express his thoughts. What's the matter with us? People say, oh, well, this way here he won't be bought by the special interest. He is the special interest. What's the matter with you? He cut out the middleman.
Yeah, the truth must be told.
If he's such a patriot, give us that money. How about that? Just give us the money. And then whenever we see him, we will wave. How about that?
Tell me about your nuts in politics theory now.
Well, the last election, the one where Bush won, was one of the most depressing days of my life, actually, because I hate him, and I couldn't figure out. It wasn't just that, obviously I didn't want to be president, but everyone else was so comfortable with it, and I couldn't figure out, how I'd gone that far afield from my fellow American. I thought maybe there's something everyone else does that I don't do, or something I do that no one else does, and when I thought about it, I realized, I don't eat nuts at all. And I think that there's something they're putting in nuts that would cause people to vote for Bush. Because not only do I not eat them, but they're always trying to get me to. Like on a plane, when they they go by with a snack, and they say nuts, and I go no, and I fall asleep, and I wake up, and there's a full pouch of nuts on my lap. It's just a theory. No, wait, is it?
And a good theory as well.
Well, isn't this guy signaling wildly? I feel tense now. Wasn't he signaling wildly?
He works for President Bush.
Sure, I saw him down in a Snickers bar earlier, and there's a fistful of nuts in every bite.
But anyway, let's see here. You're in Milwaukee? No, you won't get me in trouble. You're the one who'll get audited, not me. All right. And you're at Wolf Trap and Cohasset. Republican Miss Paula Poundstone, ladies and gentlemen.
After this, the music of the Black Crow.
With Matchlight, you get the best charcoal, Kingsford, with just the right amount of lighter fluid. Already added. That's why there's only one match for Matchlight. Matchlight from Kingsford.
Some people just know how to fly.
Northwest Airlines announces the new Northwest Family Fare, one of the best deals in airline history.
That sounds good.
Now, for every kid's ticket purchased on Northwest, one grown-up flies free. Free!
They're gonna go nuts. I mean nuts. Nothing's better than free. Free like a bird.
But hurry, you must book your flight by June 5th. Call your travel agent or call Northwest Airlines right now.
The number's right here.
If you've looked at the high prices of luxury sports sedans, you're no doubt thinking maybe I should lower my expectations. Well, considering the Nissan Maxima SE has more power than a BMW 525i and more room than a Mercedes-Benz 300e, yet you pay thousands less than either of them, maybe you should keep your expectations high and just lower your payments. See your Nissan dealer for details, because right now you can lease a Maxima for as little as $279 a month.
There's never been a better time to tackle those big painting jobs. Because right now, Sears Easy Living Satin Finish Interior Paint is on sale. Only $13.99. Save $3 a gallon. And Easy Living means one coat coverage you can count on. Only at Sears.
For those who appreciate the finer things in life, now comes the new Hoover PowerMax. The first cleaner with built-in tools and hose and microfiltration for cleaner air. It's also self-propelled.
Good night, sir.
Luxury cleaning. Hoover invented it.
Sitting with me now is Chris Robinson from the Black Crowes. This is their new album, a new CD called Southern Harmony and Musical Companion.
I gotta say, I'm a little nervous after that political tirade, man.
I know, you look like
the frail state of the nation, and now all this.
Well, it's good to have the conservative voice come out and speak up. Hey, let me
I never got an invitation to that Republican Party, but I heard it was 2 thumbs up.
And party is the key word.
Well, they didn't want me because I inhaled.
Oh. You must be very excited. Now, I know you guys don't really... I know
Come on,
the whole
man.
mainstream
One
thing,
blatant drug reference, and Matt happened.
Yeah, see, well, go what? I think it's a spring in your seat. This is like the top #1 album, right? #1 album in the country right now?
Well, that's what they told me today.
Yeah, well, you must be excited about that. It's kind of fun, isn't it?
Well, it's all right, isn't it?
Oh, it's great.
It's okay. I mean, if it's a good record, then it's what it's sort of about.
Well, it's a good record.
Let me jump up on my soapbox.
Go ahead.
Let me tell you, since it's time to have a new album and go out and kiss babies and campaign. Most people don't want me to kiss their babies.
I can't believe that.
I don't know what's wrong with them.
Most of them probably are your babies.
Come on, Jay. They all know I'm impotent. I'm man enough to admit it.
I was actually thinking of giving birth specifically so that you could
Right
kiss
now?
my baby. That's...
Well, let me ask you now. Whenever I read about people doing albums, they take Michael Jackson, these people take 4 years and 18 months.
Very important
and
work.
You guys did this in like a weekend or some gig, right?
Yeah, it was about a weekend. Well, it was a lost weekend, but a weekend nonetheless. Yeah, well, you do what you do. If you take 2 weeks, if you take 2 years, at the end, if you're going to duct tape it to the refrigerator,
Yeah.
at least you maybe could put it up next to the Mona Lisa and call it a chicken coop or something, whatever it is.
But you're having fun with it, right?
Yeah, if it wasn't fun,
Why do it? So you going to go over and play for us now? Are you going to do something?
Do you have $20?
Sure, head over there. Catch me after the show. I'll introduce it from here. You head over.